So go to airbnb.com and sign up. It doesn't take very long at all. You do have to verify your identity. So you might have to take a photo of your driver's license and upload that. And you do have to have some photos of the space that you want to rent out. So I've got a spare bedroom. For me, it was a no-brainer. Just did that and thought I'll see how it goes. I didn't upgrade the room at all. You can have a Airbnb photographer come and take photos for you, professional one. I didn't do that. I didn't pay a photographer. I just used my iPhone and uploaded some very quick and dirty photos and thought I'll just see how I go, because I was more in learning mode, and verification mode. Is this something that is really working for people or not? Now I'm in income earning mode, let me tell you. But that's what I would do. So how quick is that? I started at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I finished my to-do list for that day, the serious things I wanted to do, and I was into play mode, into experimenting, testing mode. And so I started at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and that same night I got my first booking. And it was a man named James, and he was a phenomenal guest. He said, look, since this is your first time, do you want me to come round beforehand so that we can meet each other, get to know each other before I'm actually in your house? Would that make you feel more comfortable? And I was like, yes, thank you, James. That's an awesome idea. So when you go online, you'll be able to see online reviews of all the people. Just like you, they'll have to verify their identity in a government verified ID. And so you'll know a little bit about them. You'll also have reviews of other people if they've stayed at other places, what other hosts have thought of them. And you can leave reviews for them as well. So I have had a really great experience. There's been a couple of people that have come and stayed, and I just thought, well, we're not going to be close friends in the future. They're a bit prickly, or just different cultural things that I didn't really gel with. But by far the majority of people I stay in contact with. They're part of my global network now, and I love hearing about all their travels, and they're always meeting new people adding to the global network as well. So it's a really fun way to get started. So that's my one and only tip. But just start on Airbnb. You learn by doing. Doing gives you clarity around finer distinctions conceptually and mentally, but it also, just by virtue of the fact that you are doing, it translates all of that information into practical skills. In this case, income earning skills. So it's a really great way. And as I said, who hasn't got one afternoon to test something out that might just work for you? So if you want to make it even more profitable, there's lots of things you can do. You can have more experiences, like you can do tours and things now. But even just before they come, making sure that they've got access to the house manual, so they've got some information about you. Just having a bit of communication before then adds value to the situation. Once they've come, I always check on them the next morning. Is everything okay? Did you sleep okay? Is there anything you need? Is there anything I can do to make your stay better? And then really, it's not a lot more that I do for the entire rest of their stay. I give them, fresh towels and sheets and things if they're staying longer. If it's a shorter stay, I don't do that. I don't cook. So a lot of people ask that question. Do you have to cook for them? Do you have to give them breakfast? No, you can say you don't want to. I say I don't want to. They all look after themselves. And, some of them, if I get on really well with them, I'll just sit and chat with them. A lot of them do like to, just get to know the owner that is staying with. Other people just like to do their own thing and be left alone. So I'm sensitive to what my guests want. But it's really an easy way of making profit. And I want you to understand that Google, Facebook, Apple, Uber, Airbnb, all of these companies have made billions of dollars for their founders, for their owners, by creating online profit systems that are global and that allow others to make profit. And so that's what I like to do as well, is to create online profit systems that can be global and that can help others profit. And if you think that Facebook, oh, it's just a waste of time, you're thinking from a very customer focused end, and from what people who do want to use it as a form of entertainment or distraction might be exhibiting to you. That is a waste of time for you. But if you have eyes to see, you'll see that they are multi-billion-dollar companies. So they're not just a waste of time, they are actual, real commercial value. And so that's why we need to pay attention to them and to what they're doing. So don't make that mistake of just writing them off. They are helping other people profit and profit reliably and predictably and consistently. So the only real decision that matters with Airbnb for you, and you have to get this right, you absolutely have to get this right, is which bank account to put the money in. So make sure you check and double check your account details. Make sure you get those numbers right, and then check to see, did you get that initial deposit. So the way it works is the guest checks in, and the very next day they will send you your payment, depending on whether it's a weekend, public holidays. It might take a few days to come through, but for me, it's always been within the week. So you'll get your money very, very quickly. So make sure that you pay attention to that. That is far more important than the photos of the bedroom. Get the account details right. If this has helped you today, if you didn't know about this, if you're one of those people like my friend Phil who are like, you need to tell more people, why didn't I know about this before? If you think it's helpful, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel.